హలో నమస్తే, నేను వీణా సాధనేని. వెల్కమ్ టు తెలుగు 360. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీలో చాలా క్రాఫ్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, చాలా క్రాఫ్ట్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ కూడా అయ్యాయి. అయితే యానిమేటెడ్కి, విఎఫ్ఎక్స్కి, ఈ సీజీ వర్క్కి ఒక సపరేట్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఎంతో చాలా డెడికేటెడ్ వర్క్ చేస్తుంది. ఎన్నో మూవీస్ కూడా చూసాం. ఇంకొన్ని రోజుల్లో మన ముందుకు ఇంకొక యానిమేటెడ్ మూవీ రాబోతుంది. అది వచ్చేసి మహావతార్ నరసింహ. దానికి సంబంధించి మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు అశ్విన్ కుమార్ గారు. తనతోనే మాట్లాడి తెలుసుకుందాం. నమస్తే అండి.
నమస్కారం.
How are you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you, Veena? Thank you for having me on this channel. Beautiful. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to say so much thanks to you because you are bringing Narasimha Swami in an animated version. So far we didn't see this. How did this came to your mind?
So in 2008, I was sitting with few of my friends, and we were having a discussion around Narasimha Swami and Bhakt Prahlad, the entire Leela, and I was thinking somebody should do a film on this. This is a very good film. It will become so big because we were into VFX animation if done properly. Only later on I understood I have to do a film on this, right? As Swami basically gave me a nirdesha, I felt. And the seed was sown in 2008, right? And we have seen recently how people are, getting attracted to false heroes and how they are making those heroes a part of their lives and putting the same culture and virtues in their life. So it is very important to bring the right and the true heroes, which are our gods, back on the screen so that we can live with those virtues. Because these stories, where did you hear this story from in your life or originally?
To be frank, I watched a movie called Bhakta Prahlada.
Bhakta Prahlada, right? So somehow it came to you, you remember it,
yes,
right? And you understand Bhakta Prahlada to be so important, for which Swami just comes,
yes,
right? So similarly, these stories need to be restored for the next generation, right? And the next generation. So how do we do that? Using this tool. That is why this story.
That's great. So how does this, what kind of research you have done to make this, like spiritual, mythological, historical? There is so much to,
Correct.
Story behind it.
Correct.
What kind of research you have done to make this?
So a lot of research went into doing this, Veena, because this is a Puranic tale. For me, this is not mythology. Mythology means Mytho means myth. Myth means mithya. Mithya means illusion or concreted. So this is not a myth for me. This is a reality for me. Why? Because Swami is my Ishta. It's for me, it's a Puranic tale. So a lot of Puranas and Shastras I tried to understand, study, grasp, such as the Srimad Bhagavatam, Vishnu Puran, Narsimha Puran, Vara Puran, Padma Puran, Brihat Puran. Everywhere these stories mentioned, right? And taking all those stories, trying to understand the Leela, what the Shastric darshan of the Leela is, and also understanding of the folklores. Like if you go to Ahobilam, so over there you have the Rakta Kunda, right, where Lord is supposed to have washed his hands. To getting those stories, Holika Dahan, getting that story, putting all those things together, a lot of research went into this.
So you went to Ahobilam?
Yes, I absolutely love Shri Ahobilam Kshetram.
Okay. While we are going to Ahobilam, even I went there, we have so many Narasimha avatars.
9
Narasimhas. So 1 or 4 Narasimhas in mid of the way.
Yeah, 4 upper and 1 in the middle and
yeah.
1
So did you go to the below
yes.
Ahobilam also?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And they're remotely in the jungle areas.
Yeah.
Right? Say Ahobilam, Bila, cave.
Yeah.
Aho, big, right? So basically, Swami being a lion form, he lives in these huge caves. And there are so many Leelas where he has appeared to the devotees, right? If you study this thing. And so many Vaishnav Sampradaya, right? Around the entire world and of Bharatvarsha, river Ahobilam as a true matha for Narasimha Swami too, as a Prakatya plant. So yeah, a lot of power is there in that space. Yes.
So when it comes to Ahobilam, you have a different idea than I have.
Yeah.
So as I understand that, Ahobilam is after that avatar comes, that Ugra Swarupam comes, right? Then all the people or the people around them used to say Aho Bala. Bala means, that means appreciating.
Appreciate the most powerful, most powerful. Yeah.
So that's how it became Ahobilam.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many renditions and understanding, but they are both true if I can believe it. He is Ahobala also, he is Ahobilam also, in the place called Ahobilam also.
So did you meet the Matam people over there?
Yes. I met all the chief pontiffs and the Matam, the Pandits and the GR Swami taking care of the Matam, and we took permission, we showed him what we were doing, we took blessings, he absolutely loved. He gave corrections wherever he saw or something best we could do, and we included it all in our film.
Yes, it's a very nice place.
Yes.
People must visit there.
Must visit.
Yes. So when it comes to animated series in this, what can we expect? Is it for only for kids or
No.
What?
So the stereotype in Bharat is that animation basically means cartoon, and we want to break the stereotype, right? Animation is only a medium of storytelling, like you see in the world, right? There's so many good animation coming from the world which is not for children, right? And of course, when you're talking about Swami, so there's a lot of action that's happening there, and there's dharma that's happening there. So this is a film and story for everyone, for the people of Bharat, made by the people of Bharat, the story of Bharat and the story of a god coming on the big screen. So animation only happens to be a medium which gives us the liberty of exaggeration. Like Narasimha Swami, 8 hands, fighting with all the 8 hands, never shown before, right? Brahmadeva, like all 4 heads talking differently, thinking and talking differently. So this requires this kind of a treatment, this kind of an animation.
So over 2 decades you have been in this industry.
Yeah.
So what difference you found from then and now?
Well, the technology certainly has grown and become much better, much accessible to people. But the problem is, that in India, animation, there's a lot of skill, but the industry is not so developed as it can be, right? If you look at China, compared to China, if you compare to Japan or Korea, they preserve their culture through animation and give entertainment, and there is a $1 trillion industry. Abhi Neza 2 aaya tha piche some time back from China, which did around $2.5 billion US. But it took them 20 years of animation to reach or to create a Neza 2. And over here in India, we have not even started to go on that kind of a scale. So it is about time we start. If we don't start, now this is not the most perfect animation on the planet. I understand, I know that, because we are dealing with certain budgets. But if we don't start now, we will never get there.
Yeah.
Right? So that is the idea.
Start, somewhere it should start.
Somewhere it has to begin, right?
Yeah.
You have to cross the first floor, second floor to reach the top floor.
Yes. So you're following that mantra.
Yes, of course.
సో ఇప్పుడు వరకు మేము చాలా మూవీస్ చూసాం. బద్రీనాథ్ ఇలాంటి మూవీస్లో, అంజీ, ఈ మూవీస్ అన్నిటిలో విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ కానీ యానిమేషన్ కానీ ఈ సీజీ వర్క్ మమ్మల్ని చాలా ఫ్యాసినేట్ చేసింది. యాజ్ ఎ వ్యూవర్గా, యాజ్ ఎ ఆడియన్గా నాకు చిన్నప్పుడు ఆ మూవీస్ చూసినప్పుడు వావ్ దేవుడు ఇలా ఉంటాడు అని సినిమా ద్వారానే మాకు కూడా వి బిలీవ్డ్ ఇన్ దాట్. ఆ స్టోరీస్ వినడం కన్నా విజువల్సే మాకు ఇక్కడ నోట్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి. సో మీకు ఎలా అనిపిస్తుంది? వాట్ వాస్ ద ఫస్ట్ మూవీ యూ వాచ్డ్ అండ్ ఫ్యాసినేటెడ్ బై ద విజువల్స్?
I think Jurassic Park when I was a child.
Okay.
Right? I remember going to the theater, I was a little child. And when I saw those first dinosaurs on the big screen, I was like, how are they doing this? I want to do this. Because I was an artist, even as a child I was an artist. I was like, I want to do this. So that really inspired me. Okay. And it is very unfortunate that even after 30 years, we don't see Jurassic Park kind of film in India.
That's true.
Right? India has the most number of films coming every year, right? Such a big industry we have, but we don't have that kind of scale yet in India. So it is about time we change that. But yes, animation has a lot of impression in the mind, right? People have Lion King and whatever animation that we've seen as children, it has such an impact on us, right? Because this medium is a medium of a second kind of a dimension reality. Like when we sleep, we have no boundaries. We free, right?
Yeah.
Same thing is with the animation. You are free, right? And when you feel that, right, you associate with it in a different zone. That is why.
So we've seen your clean productions in many films, in Telugu films as well.
No, this is the first production. This is our debut production as Mahavatar Cinematic Universe, and Mahavatar Narasimha is the first film from Clean Productions.
Okay. How is you are collaborating with Homely and you
So
are
Umbale
coming
Films, when we were making this film, it's been a 4.5 year, almost 5 year journey creating this Mahavatar Cinematic first film. 5 years it was, 2 years, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So a lot of tapasya, a lot of meditation, and a lot of vision has gone into this. A lot of pain, labor of love. But when we were at it, we knew that we need somebody, some good production house to back us up. Somebody who has a modern take and a vision, right? And we always knew it is going to be Humbale. And when we met the team at Humbale, they absolutely loved it in the first go. And they have been so kind to support us immediately throughout the entire, verse. Before they have done Kantara, which is Varaha Rupam, now Narsingh Swami is coming, right? So it is very divine arrangement. That is how I feel about it.
Divine arrangement, that's true. So in AP and Telangana, Geeta Arts valle chestunaru kada. So how is collaborating with Geeta Arts then?
Yes, Geeta Arts, we are very thankful. They are such a great legacy holders, and whatever they have distributors, we are consumers of what they have actually done in the past, and it has been nothing short of extraordinary. Why? Because now Narsingh Swami coming to Geeta Arts, right? So when you understand all this, it's all divine according to me. So we are very thankful Geeta Arts for bringing Narsingh Swami to the Kshetram.
ఓకే సో మేము చాలా మూవీస్ చూసాము, విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ చూసామంటారు. మీరు తెలుగు మూవీస్ కానీ ఏమన్నా ఈ డివైన్ ఓరియంటెడ్ మూవీస్ ఏమన్నా చూసారా?
English?
Did you see any Telugu films which are so much into VFX and CG work?
No, but I saw a lot of Telugu divine spiritual films because the Telugu industry I really appreciate for keeping those divine films coming out again and again. But the idea is now to bring it to a pan-India level.
Yeah.
Right? Because dharma, see, we may be diverse in culture and language, but we all have same heritage. And our divine, Narasimha Swami, Vishnu Bhagwan and Shiv Bhagwan, these are our gods, common everywhere. We need to bring them back so that we are united in that heritage.
Okay.
Yes.
So it took 5 years to make this Mahavatar Narsimha on, to the platform here. So how much effort, how much time you've spent, like in terms of the people who are working with you, along with you?
See, I've been blessed to have wonderful people around me to support this project, starting from my producer Shilpa, who's been there since the day one, backing us financially, no matter what happens. She's also, my Shakti and my Lakshmi at home, because she's also my wife, to be taking care of children and all the other home and the production, so that I can sit, meditate and create this. It's been nothing sort of extraordinary. Being around, hearing so many people, don't do this, why are you doing animation, why are you doing movie on God, nobody will watch. Who will understand God now? Gods don't work on screen anymore. Hearing those things with me, standing with me, having so many artists backing me with the vision for the past 5 years, knowing that this can change. So these people have been there in this journey, and I pray, and Bhagwan is Sakshi, and he supported us, and we will change this. This is the idea.
I'm so shocked to hear this. I'm so shocked.
Yes.
Did people really say that you should back up?
Yes, of course, all the time, because this is madness. This is madness, right? So we put all our own funds, money in our parents, both our sides, all that money we put, all our savings we put our house, everything for Swami. Why? Because we know he will protect, and this needs to be done because nobody else is doing it. So somebody has to do it. That somebody just happens to be us right now.
Yeah, I'm so touched to hear this. But how much budget you've kept for this?
Well, generally, if you have this kind of a film made in Hollywood, it will cost you 400 crores. Let's say we are at a very small percentage of that. So, but because the idea is that we are making our own process and workflows to create this. It's like doing the Chandrayaan, right? You figuring it out, and you have to do this. That is the idea.
Okay. So we have seen so many fictional stories with along that VFX and all. Did you see it by any chance? There are Avatar kind of a movies. You didn't watch all those. You didn't.
I watch, but I don't project it on our phone, because we want to go more to the authentic sources. because we have to preserve those sources and we have to give entertainment at the same time. It is to be larger than life, giving the same entertainment how you watch big films, but having the virtue and value so that people know who they are. There is so much anxiety, tension, separation, divorce is happening. People, families are growing smaller, they're becoming individualistic. Why? Because we have lost our anchor to the divine, our relationship with the divine. So we want to bring that back, right? Because we become what we consume. And we have to choose our heroes. We are all looking for heroes in life. Somebody finds it in politics, somebody finds it in sport, somebody's finding it in film industry. But why are we looking for heroes? Because we need hero in life. Somebody's father is the hero. But what if you make the divine your hero? Because you are taking everything from your hero, you become like your hero. So when your Bhagwan, your Aradhya becomes your hero, you take from him. That is why we have to bring our gods back as a real hero.
Listening to you, it's like you believe, we all believe God, but you worship God and work in a creative way, in your way, which is very, you want to make people understand this.
Yes, because this is my calling, my swadharma. This is my purushartha. There is nothing else I can do. He has gifted me some talents. Now I can use these talents to create something fictional or mundane that everybody is doing anyway. Or I can use this talent to bring something better to humanity, some virtue back into humanity, because a lot of chaos is happening, a lot of darkness is there. I was in darkness in my life. I was into all wrong things. I was atheist, agnostic. I'd have done everything wrong. But then somehow he saved me, right? Opened me, made me understand why you can move towards the light and why it is better, why peace is so important. When there is peace, there is happiness. There's no happiness without peace.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that is temporary. But when you find peace and you find peace in divinity, then happiness will come. Then you don't have conflicts. So that is why it is important to bring this back. Otherwise, the youth is going to go astray.
Yeah, I really want to know your turning point. As you said, you are atheist, you are agnostic. So, what made you take your turn?
So I did. So yeah, I was into all sorts of things that one should not be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can say. And I experimented.
What's that one point? What's that one thought made you, take a U-turn? You are not belongs to this, like that thought.
See, I had a lot of questions. I used to question everything, and I used to question everyone. But once all your questions are answered, so my questions were answered reading the Bhagavad Gita properly. Although I used to read it before, but I never understood. But once I understood, then it took me one night to just leave all those bad qualities, right? One night. And then I lost a lot of my friends also because they could not relate to me anymore, right? But that was very painful also because you have to find your anchor again. You have to let go of some bad samskaras again, right? And that is the most difficult part of the spiritual journey, to find yourself and to stay, because people will force you. They will make fun of you, like they made fun of Prahlad. They're trying to kill him. It's the same story. But we all have to go through that. If we don't go through that, then we will lose our dharma. It is easy to say I'm peaceful, but you have to protect your peace. You have to protect your virtue, right? And that is why that journey was so important, so that we can proudly say who we are, why we are becoming and doing what we do, because our dharma and our ishta is telling the center of our lives is our Bhagwan. But that doesn't mean we are weak people. It means we are peaceful and we protect our peace if required, right? But we are proud of having our ishta in the center.
Okay, that's nice. I almost lost myself. Yeah. So, so much CG happened. Of course, it's an animated movie. We grow up watching all divine things as well.
Yeah.
So, for this movie, for this kind of setup, how much effort you've kept for one shot? Like it became, technology became so wide, and we have animated CG work. If we give a prompt, it is giving in a 5 seconds.
Correct.
And now Japan has increased their technology, and within 2 seconds we can download Netflix one movie itself. You must have heard the news, right? Recent news. So what it's gonna change like?
See, AI and all these technologies that are coming up, they are important for Bharat at least. I feel that it is, yeah, but you can't put it back because you know it's the bees have left the nest now. You can't put the bees back. now Pandora's box is open, right? But we need to harness all this to make our stories better. Our film took 4.5 years using these technologies. Now we'll make it in 1.5, 2 years, right? Ethically. But the point is, one thing you can make a prompt and you can have the output, but one thing you cannot do is that AI can mimic the skills, but it does not have the heart. Heart only human can have.
Yes.
How it makes you feel, it can make it work easy, but how the work makes you feel is art. That only artist can do.
Yeah.
Right? And that is where our stories have come from. They should touch the soul, they should touch the heart. If it is only about writing, just presenting, AI can do a lot of that heavy lifting, that's fair. But how does it touch the heart? Why a certain emotion can only be done by human? That if you know, then AI cannot beat you. Then it is only a tool. But if you are afraid that AI will take over, then it will take over because we do not know our root. Our root is our emotion, right? AI can help to trigger that emotion. It cannot capture that emotion.
Okay.
Right? So these tools are very important to make things fast, to do work fast, but I don't think they will replace human. Right?
Okay.
So what used to take 2 years to make a film, now people will take 6 months to make films. But films will be made.
Yeah.
Right? So that's good only.
Okay. So do you think the Indian cinema, the future of cinema is going to be like more depend on AI and AI prompts or VFX?
Yes, these
like
tools
that?
are getting democratized, and you should not be surprised, Veena, that in the next 5 to 8 years, some 4 or 5 boys sitting in their garage made a film that has done 1,000 crores. It will happen. Why? Because the tools are getting very easily accessible. So what is left is the will to use the tools and do something.
Yeah.
Right? So now no more you can say, oh, I don't know how to do, I don't know why to do. If somebody wants to do is mad like me, if I was in that age and these tools would have come, I would have made, nobody would have stopped. Why? Because I don't listen. Because I want to make, I will make. Similarly, the youth today is even more mad. Right? If they set their mindset to something, then nothing can stop.
Okay.
So it is bound to happen in the next 5 to 8 years.
Is it good to the people who are working for industry in VFX industry?
Yes, it is, because it is about time we change the mold. Right? Now too long the same mold has been going on. We have to change it. It has to be a sudden change. They have to wake up. You can't keep doing the same things. If you keep doing the same things again and again, you'll keep getting the same results again and again. If you want to change the result, you have to change what you're doing, no?
Yeah.
So these new things are coming in to give you better results. Either you adapt or you get lost. That is the idea, basically.
Okay. So you've done so many advertisements and all, so
Yeah.
and now you come to direct a movie.
Yes.
So how does this journey feels?
This direction came very naturally to me because I'm an artist. I've been drawing, storyboarding and creating characters all my life. So it came very naturally to me. Yes, it has its own challenges, but I have loved it, and I'm really looking forward to direct my live action also and my new animation next feature that we'll be creating also. So I feel very at home doing this. So I'm very happy about it.
What is what made you so much, okay, I did it, I'm so satisfied with this? What was that?
When we saw Bhakt Prahlada talk, speak in our film, when during the testing, lot of times we tried to test and get that feeling, right? And once it was locked and it is shown to the people, even the trailer and the teasers and promos, and people have really appreciated. So that gives me a lot of satisfaction. And especially now in the trailer when we revealed Narasimha Swami the first time, so the kind of reaction. So that really,
amazing.
that really
I
helps.
must say it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So when it comes to Telugu, there are so many dubbing artists must have included in
Yes,
it.
yes.
So we have seen Bhakti Prahlada, giving so much vakyas.
Yeah.
So how it going to be on while watching animated series in this?
Similar, you will not miss anything. It's just a new modern way of presenting it. The Bhakt Prahlada is going to be very wonderful, more beautiful, more peaceful, more loving. One should feel that this is a real child and something wrong should not happen to the real child. That is how you will feel about Bhakt Prahlada. Some people have been crying also in the movie. They have told us. So I hope everybody enjoys it.
Yes. So July 25th, this movie is going to hit
Worldwide.
theaters. Yeah, worldwide.
Yes.
What do you want to say to the Telugu audience?
Well, the one thing that I want to tell through your powerful medium to the Telugu audience, that this is the story of Bharat, this is the story of this land, and our Swami is coming back on the screen. Last time he broke the pillar, this time he's going to tear the screen, right?
Wow.
And Swami is, right at the door. So it's best to take Swami inside, because at the door he tears, right? So enjoy, have the darshan. This is the darshan from the Shastric point of view, never presented before, and embrace us. There could be some problems, but support us so that we can keep bringing these stories back to our next heritage, our children, so that people understand what dharma is.
Definitely people will encourage all these kinds of movies because people want their kids to, activate their
Yes, everybody
vision.
wants a Bhakt Prahlad as their son.
Son. That's
But
for
the father should not become Hiranyakashyap. That's why he should go watch the film also.
Oh my goodness. The relative is so
Yes,
nice to hear that. Definite గా ఈ మూవీ జూలై 25th రిలీజ్ కాబోతుంది కాబట్టి యాజ్ అశ్విన్ కుమార్ గారు చెప్పినట్లుగా భక్త ప్రహ్లాద మీ అబ్బాయి అయితే హిరణ్యకశిపురిగా మీరు ఉండకూడదు కాబట్టి ఈ మూవీ తప్పక చూడాలి అని చెప్తున్నారు. మనకి తెలుసు ఉగ్రస్వరూపంతో నరసింహస్వామి ఎలా అయితే చీల్చుకుంటూ ఒక పిల్లర్ని చీల్చుకుంటూ బయటకు వచ్చారు, ఈ మూవీ ద్వారా థియేటర్స్ కూడా అంత హిట్ అవుతుంది అని చెప్పేసి ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో మనం కూడా చూసి రివ్యూ ఇచ్చేద్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
నమస్కారం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి.